Hi everyone, this is your boy. Now I'm coming with another build. I have a very special build for you guys. This is gonna be a pure fire build, and this build requires no legged items, no items for the capital, or later on. I don't want to spoil the story. We are similar to a casual playthrough, which this is, and we are not skipping areas or warping. Pretty much what we done from the map is like half clear an area of the lakes. We full clear the Mount Gelmir, and we've done the capital, but we don't need any items for the capital. As for the rest of the map, what we need is like some items from Redmen's castle, aka Radhan's castle. But other than that, this is a very affordable build that you can easily do. And as you can see, no item is like maxed out, plus 10 or plus 25. Bye bye. Damn, dude. What is this? Okay guys, we are pre-buffing ourselves like normally. We're gonna try to like rot him early. So we are level 97 as you can see. We'll try to bread him early. I'm gonna fight him with no summons, man. Okay. So mission accomplished. Man, this Arcus Flame, like, does so much damage in this build, it's like insane. Bro, we might just 3-shot him, bro, like... Bro. Bro, what the fuck, man? That's crazy. Another thing I want to ask of you is to consider subscribing if you like the content. Let's get straight into it. So as I said, I have 3 full playthroughs of this game and several like others that are in progress. This one came out as a casual build, and I'm really proud to say that this really came out spontaneously. So as I said, the weapon you're going to be using for this build is this sword that I have, the straight sword, that you can get off the Train Maiden Husk in the round table hall. I think it's 2k. So it's a straight sword. It's called Longsword, but the type is straight sword. So this one happens to be the best straight sword in the game, and you can fuse it with Ash of War. And the Ash of War we're going to be using is the Flame of the Redmen, and you can find that one. It's pretty obvious, like you cannot really miss it. But as I said, it's literally like around here, right? So you have a no, excuse me. Like, huge mistake. I immediately realized it. So it's east of this position, off of Fort Gale, Grace. So that's where flame found Flame of the Redmen, and there's a little thing that just goes in the circles around. You just have to hit it once, and you will get that one. So that's for our weapon. For our seal, we're gonna be using the best seal, and I'm gonna show you the mat here. The best seal that you can get, like on low stats, even on higher stats, it's pretty much mathematically the best seal. And you can find it like right here, in this cave right here, out of the first step, in the Fingerfolk's hero grave. You can get it off a knight. So that's when it's gonna scale off Arcane and off of Fate. And this is the first playthrough I'm using a brass shield. Out of all the playthroughs, you're using a brass shield all the time. I like to use shields very early to mid-game. Like when I start to mid-game, I like to run a shield, but here it works out really just fine to use a shield all throughout. So for our armors, we just want to have like anything that kind of suits medium load. I didn't put a lot of points into endurance. As you can tell, we have 60 endurance. So we use the ruler's mask. That one increases fate, and other than that, does it? Yeah, it does increase fate. I want to like double check because I know I was running it. So for the others, you just wanna use anything. I'm using the heaviest scaled armor. That's not like mega heavy. These ones, for example, I use on my Pure of Fate build. Pure of Fate strength build that's like level 180. So that goes for the armor. For the summons, you want to use whatever. I'm using a Stronghold Den Dune or whatever it's called. It's a very good summon. It emulates the annoying birds that are constantly poking you, so that's another thing to annoy the opponents, man. So when I have a split Crimson Tears and Cerulean Tears flasks, as for the talismans, you wanna use Radhagon's Scare Seal. Actually, Scare Seal is the weaker one, Source Seal, which is gonna give you +5 to Vigor, Strength, Dex, and Endurance. And you wanna be using that till like level 120, 130, and then I will be switching out for Godfrey's Icon. Then we're gonna use the Fire Scorpio Charm. Then we're gonna be using the Faithful Camus Talisman. And we're gonna be using the Radhagon's Icon. Radhagon's Icon gives you, I think, 30 or 40 virtual dex. So you pretty much max out your casting speed at 70 dex. And then the Fire Scorpio Charm is going to give you 12% to all your fire damage from your weapons or your incantations. So that's mega important. And it's going to be lowering all your physical resistances. And obviously this one to raise the potency of incantations. So the bread and butter of this build is this one. This actually staggers any opponent in 2 hits. Maybe some bosses in 3 hits, which is incredible. I can't believe how broken this is. And this is literally the strongest incantation. I tried all of them for my strength build. I tried like everything for my fate build when I did like a fate strength build, and this one definitely takes the cake because you can like stagger bosses, chain stun them very easily. So how we want to build this build is pretty much get to like 20-ish vigor, leave your mind and endurance low. Maybe you can pump up like 2 points in endurance. They keep your strength and dex around 10. I'll show you why I have my dex a bit higher. I have actually only 10 strength. And then you want to pop Arcane and Fate. You want to put Fate to at least like 30-35 and Arcane to 45. So my plan to going to 120 is putting my vigor from 38 to maybe 40-45, my mind to 25, and then just pump Arcane, man, to like max level, pretty much, to like 80, pretty much. So, because this seal, the Dragon Communion seal, which by the way increases your Dragon Communion incantations, actually is gonna scale a higher of Dex, even higher of, higher of Arcane. So you wanna pump Arcane, but you wanna have Fate enough to use all your incantations that you want to use. So, alternative weapon that I want to show you, that I want to, like, for anybody who doesn't want Narandi straight sword, is actually Vykes Spear, that you want to get here out of Church of Inhibition. And my first playthrough actually missed that one. So you want to go either this route to the Grand Rift of Dectus, or up here, all the way to top, so you can defeat Vyke and then the spear. That's why I have a bit of a hard dex, but like you can just like screw that and just use it. And this one is really good because like you have better range. You can use it behind a shield and just poke your opponents. But like as I showed you in the footage at the beginning of the clip, you can use this one. So it's Ash of War, unique Ash of War is incredibly strong. It builds up madness into opponents incredibly strong. So like, if you hit any human-like opponent 2 times, it will literally trigger madness in them. And they're basically dead because you can like 2 or 3 hit them while they're like in the animation. So if I was running this build, which I think the sword is stronger, honestly, just because of the Ash of War, I will be putting more points into focus. So I would focus my focus. You know, like a wordplay. I will focus my armor just so I have more focus, or maybe I would even use a talisman that raises my focus. So that's it for the you know, for the weapons you're going to be using. So let me talk to you how you get into battle. So let's go somewhere where we have like opponent. So and talk about incantations. So the incantations we are running are all fire based, and the good thing about this is all your like dragon incantations are much stronger. And we are running like a realistic build. We have only 8 memory slots, which we can easily have like 12. But like I'm simulating somebody who's like playing this game for the first time, for example. So even though I'll tell you the turn it's what you can switch out. So we're running a Black Flame, which is a bread and butter. This one I use on bosses a lot of the times. Then we have the Great Heal, which heals you pretty much maybe like around 700 HP. You can use Lord's Heal, but I just think the FP cost is not worth it because like most of the time this will do the job to like heal you full. So we're just like maxing our FP. Then we use the Flame of Frenzy for your AoE clear. Instead of this one, you can easily use the Scorching Black Flame, which you can find, I think, off of like in the northern part of Alto Spletao when you fight the little like Godskin Apostle and all the like crazy villagers. So that one is like pretty much your alternative. Both do AoE damage, both are good. You will never trigger madness on you with these two incantations. Then use the Frenzy Burst. This is gonna be long range sniper. You can do easily like over 1.1k damage with this one. Then we have the Rotten Breath, which are just gonna melt all the opponents pretty much. You use this when there's some very tricky enemies in Mount Gelmir that you wanna exchange this one for the Lightning Spear just in Mount Gelmir, because a lot of them are immune to fire, the most difficult ones. So that's the only thing when you wanna use like a Lightning Spear in this entire build. I just wanna be perfectly transparent in this build. So Rotten Breath for the tricky enemies, and you wanna start boss fights using this one. Then use Golden Vow for like buffing yourself and buffing all damage sources and your damage negation. Then you use Flame Grant Me Strength, which is going to give you 20% on your physical and fire affinity, you know, on your weapon. And use Arceus Flame. Guys, this incantation that I used to absolutely melt Margot does like 11k damage, guys, or like 10k damage with all the buffs. You can like if you use a whole FP, you know, your whole like FP reserve. We have the one that boosts your fate by 10, and you have the one that boosts your fire attacks by 20%. So it's gonna boost all your damage. But the item I was talking about in Redmen's castle is where you find the Whetblade. The blade that you can use, it's literally here. So this is where you find the blade that allows you to put fire art. So this one is like actually flame art. Excuse me. So fire actually wouldn't like allow you to have a fate scaling. So that's why you need that Whetblade to put it on items. So what you want to do is pop your mixed physique. You want to use your Flame Grant Me Strength, and you want to use your Golden Vow. So we go for 500 damage to 836, which is crazy on level, you know, that we are at base level 100, that we have this much. Like, look at this. Just look at this. It will literally stagger him instantly, man. Like literally insta stagger. That's crazy. I guess such a huge opponent like that one. So that's pretty much it, boys and girls. I covered all the incantations. I covered everything that it is to cover. This build just absolutely wrecks. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Subscribe if you like this content. Love you, boys and girls. I'm out. And by the way, just, you know, when you put your notes, they say man plans, gods laughs at it. So I put my brass shield on no skill pretty much. Why is this guy trying me, man? Why are you trying me, man? So you have to have your shield on no skill, just so like you actually see, easy stagger, boys. Just so you actually can use your incantations and your actual war without. So I can like use the shield and then just immediately just go into our incantation without like actually you know, putting away my shield. So that's very important to have that no skill on your shield. Love you, boys and girls. I'm out, man.